happy to welcome you to the Speaker's Corner of the United Nations Social Development Network. Today, we have the pleasure to converse with our special guest.
Well, I think it already is. Certainly the note that's come out and the discussions that are happening here are very reflective of how the system itself has brought many of the issues forward. Issues of inequality, universality, those that we consider vulnerable, the big data issues of how to include. And I think that you've made a big point now of really questioning how in fact we apply the 3 dimensions of sustainable development and really see that as the panacea to really eradicating poverty and addressing some of the huge challenges and complexities that we have. I think the varied representations give a global perspective to the challenges that we have here, and we are hearing that there isn't one size fits all, and that we really have to take that into context, learning from the MDGs, that this is about transition, it's about people at different places, it's about different capacities and the need to try to reinforce those capacities to deliver. Continue doing what it's doing now. First is really giving the best that it can in terms of expertise and advice to the member states as they go through this process, so they're well informed in the kind of decision making and prioritization that they have to do. The second is in the rollout that we do now to the country level to reinforce that multi-stakeholder conversation, bringing to the fore the kind of challenges that we should expect to face in trying to implement an agenda like this, so preparing people for post-2015 and not waiting till it's then going from a poverty agenda to sustainable development. And then I think it needs to raise its collaboration with the business, with civil society, because these will be new partners in the sustainable development agenda, and we need to reinforce that. And again, the convening power, the platforms, the spaces that the UN makes available, whether it's in New York, Geneva, or at the country level, will be extremely important going forward. First, I think they need to make their voice be heard in every corridor, whether it is at the country level, it is in New York, it is within business circles of their concerns about business coming into this whole conversation. I think they must bring the issues forward, but they must also bring the solutions. They must talk about the voiceless. A universal agenda means a common humanity and destiny for all. We should be measured by the smallest, weakest voice in our family. And how can we amplify that so that that measure of taking them on board is a measure of getting all and leaving no one behind?
It was a pleasure having you here. Till next time.